Hi everyone, today I'm going to solve Mathematics IGCSE Paper 4 May June 2023 Paper 41. Let's get started with the first question. Question 1. Part A states an orchard has 1250 trees. The trees are in the ratio of apple to pear to cherry 12 to 9 to 4. Part 1 states calculate the number of apple trees. So in this we have to calculate the number of apple trees. So on top we will keep apple trees and below we will keep the total trees multiply by the percentage, or we can say the total trees which we have 1250. So apple trees ratio is, here we have 12 divided by total, which is 12 plus 9 plus 4, which is 25, multiply by 1250. So when we do this, we get number of apple trees, which is 600. So 600 is the total number of trees in the orchard. Part 2 states last year in the orchard, the mean mass of the fruit produced was 64 kgs per tree. Calculate the total mass of the fruits produced for the last year. Give your answer in tons. So we have the ratio, which is 1 ton is equal to 1000 kgs, and it states the mean mass of the fruit produced was 64 kgs per tree. Mean mass meaning total weight divided by total trees. So what we got is 64. So what we will do is we will take 1250 trees, multiply by 64 and divided by 1000 kg, because we are calculating the mass of the fruit in 1 tons. So divided by 1000, which will be 80 tons. So 80 tons will be the answer. For part 3, the part 3 states last year the mean mass of the pears produced was 54 kgs per tree. This was a decrease of 10% on the mean mass of the pears produced per tree from the year before. Calculate the mean mass of the pears produced by each pear tree the year before. So the mean mass of the pear produced was 54 per tree last year, and this was a decrease of 10% on the mean mass of the pear produced per year from the year before. So we have to calculate the mean mass of the pear produced by each pear tree the year before that. So what we will do is write the value of x, multiply by 1 minus 10 divided by 100, and which will be 54. Now we will arrange this and calculate the value, which will be here 1 minus 1, 10 divided by 100 is 0.1. So 1 minus 0.1. 1 minus 100, 10 divided by 100 is 0.1, like this. Multiply by x multiply by 1 minus 0.1 is 0.9. So 54. X is equal to 54 divided by 0.9, which will be here 60. So the mass of the pears produced by each pear tree is 60 kgs. So part 4 states the orchard tree loses 1/5 of its total number of trees in a strong, calculate the number of trees that remain. So what we will do is we will take the total trees that the orchard has already, which is 1250, and 1/5 is already lost, so the remaining is 4/5. So we will multiply this by 4/5, and that is 5 ones are 5, and here we will do 5 2s are 10 and 250 like this. So 250 times 4 is 1000 trees. So the total orchard trees that is left after the storm is 1000 trees. So this is how we will do part 4. Question B states Paulo buys some pears from a market. Pears cost 0.54 cents, $54 each, or 0.51 euros each. Paulo pays in dollars for 12 pears. Calculate the change he receives from $10. So if he buys 12 pears, so we will do first calculate the total amount that he has paid. So 12 times 0.54, which will be, here if we do 12 times 0.54, 6.48 is the amount that he has paid, dollars. And now we have to calculate the change that he receives. So 10 minus 6.48, that will be 3.52 dollars that he will receive from the remaining amount. $3.52 will be the change that Paulo will receive. So this is how we will do part 1. Part 2 states the exchange rate is $1 to 0.82 euros. Calculate how much more Paulo pays for each pair when he pays in euros. Give your answer in dollars correct to nearest cent. So what we will do is we'll calculate the amount that he pays in euros. Then we will convert the amount from euros into dollars. So first what we will do is we will calculate the amount, which is for $12, or you can say for one pair, because here he didn't say for 12 pairs. So what we will do is 0.51 divided by 0.88, not 88, sorry, 0.826, and the amount which he has received is 0.51 divided by 0.826, which is 0.61, which is two significant figures, or you can do till 3 like this. And the amount he paid in dollars is 0.54. So 0.617 minus 0.54, which is we can say 0.08 dollars. We have to write in three significant figures or in 2 decimal places. So 0.08 will be the final answer, and this is the extra amount that Paulo has paid in euros. So this is how we will do part 2 of question B. Question 2 states the diagram shows a solid triangular prism ABCDEF of length 15 cm, AB is 6.4 cm, and EB is 5.7 cm, and the volume of the prism is 145 cm. And the volume of the prism is 145 centimeter square cube. Part A show that angle EBA is 32 degrees correct to nearest angle. So for this we will be using the volume formula here. V is equal to 1 over 2 multiplied by base times length multiplied by sine x multiplied by length, which is 15 centimeter. And the volume over here is 145 centimeter is equal to 1 over 2 times 6.4 times 5.7. 6.4 times 5.7 multiplied by sine x multiplied by 15. When we move this around, this will be 145 multiplied by 2 divided by 6.4 multiplied by 5.7 multiplied by 15, and sine inverse is equal to x. So the value of x, by inputting this whole equation into the calculator, the angle will be 32 degrees. So 32 will be the final answer for part A. Part B states find the length EA. So in order to calculate the length of EA, we'll be using the cosine rule, which is cos is equal to b square plus c square minus 2bc multiplied by cos theta. So here, instead of cos, we will be writing A, letter A. So we are calculating the length of EA. So here will be A square. So we write A is equal to square root of B, which is 6.4 square plus 5.7 square minus 2 times 5.7 multiplied by 6.4 multiplied by cos theta, which will be the angle which we have already calculated, 32 degrees, like this. So when we put this value into the calculator, the length of EA is 3.4 centimeter, and this will be the final answer for length EA, which is 3.4 centimeter. So here 3.4 centimeter. Part C states calculate the shortest distance from E to BA. So we have to calculate the shortest distance from E to BA. Now in the previous diagram, we already have the length, which is 5.7. We can do it over here for easy reference. So here we have 5.7 and we have this angle, which is 32. So any line that is in between, or the line that is opposite 32, will be the opposite line, and the 5.7 will be considered as hypotenuse. So we will be using the opposite and hypotenuse. So we will be using sine rule, sine formula, not sine rule. Sine rule is a different formula. So we will be using sine, which is sine cos theta is equal to op divided by hypotenuse. And so here we will be writing, we will be switching this up because we have to calculate opposite. So op is equal to hype multiplied by sine cos theta, and hypotenuse is 5.7 multiplied by sine, which is 32. So when we put this formula into the calculator, the value or the length that is the nearest is 3.02, which is three significant figures or 2 decimal places. So this will be 3.02 centimeter. Part D states calculate the angle BF makes with the base ABCD. So in order to calculate the angle, we will use the line BF, which is here, and here we will draw the line to BD, and here we have the straight angle. We can cut this. So now we have this height, which is over here we have 5.7, not 5.7, we have already calculated the length, which is 3.4. So 3.4. Now with 3.4 we have to calculate the line which is BC. So for calculating the line BC, we will be using 15 square plus 7, 5.7 square to the square root, which will be, using the calculator, it will be 15 square plus 5.7 square to the square root, which will be 16.0 centimeter. Now we have the line BF, which is 16 centimeter, and we have this is 3.4. So by using the sine rule, because we are calculating this angle, sine is for opposite divided by hypotenuse. So sine x is equal to 3.4 divided by 16, and x is equal to sine inverse 3.4 divided by 16, and it will be 3.4 divided by 16, and sine inverse, the answer will be 12.26 degrees. So this will be the final answer for question 2D, which is 12.26 degrees. So this is how we'll be calculating the angle for question D. Question E states that prism is made of plastic with a density of 893 kilograms per meter cube. Calculate the mass of the prism in grams. So density is equal to mass divided by volume, and we have the density, we have the volume of, which is 145. So we have to calculate the mass. So D is equal to mass divided by volume, and mass is equal to D multiplied by volume, which is 938 multiplied by 145, which will be in meter, instead of meter cube, it will be in, we have to calculate this in grams. So 938 multiplied by 145, which will be 136,010, but we have to calculate this in grams. So what we'll do is we multiply this by 1000 divided by 1 million, because this is in meter cubed. So we have to convert this, which will be multiplied by 1000, divided by 1 million, and this will be 136. So 136 will be the final answer for part E, which is the mass. Question 3 states, part A, that table shows information about the mass of each of 1000 eggs. Here is the table, and part A states calculate an estimate of the mean. So in order to calculate the estimate of the mean, we will be using the average multiplied by 126. So 45 multiplied by 126 plus 53 multiplied by 520 plus, we will be doing average, which is 60 multiplied by 154 plus 67 multiplied by 200 divided by total, which is 1000x. So by using the calculator, we will calculate the mass or the mean. So 45 times 126 plus 53 times 520 plus 60 times 154 plus 67 times 200 divided by 1000, and that is 55.87. So 55.87 is the mean gram. So 55.87. Part 2 states, an egg is picked at random from 1000 eggs. Find the probability that this egg has a mass greater than 56 grams. So the probability, if it is greater than 56 grams, so over here greater than 56 is, here we have 154 and here we have 200. So 154 plus 200 divided by total, which will be 154 plus 200 divided by total, which is 1000, and the probability will be 354 divided by 1000, and the average will be 177 divided by 500. So 177 divided by 500 is the probability in its simplest form. So 177 divided by 500. Part B states, 1 year a farmer makes a profit of 24,730 selling X. With his profit, correct this to two significant figures. Two significant figures mean that a number should start after 0 and it should be only two numbers after the first number is 0. So it will start after 0. So after 0 is 2, and for these two numbers will be used as two significant figures. So 2, 4, 7, 30. Now 7 is greater than 5. So this will be converted into 2, 5, 000. So 25,000. And part 2 states in standard form. So we have to keep only one number as whole number and all other number will be in decimal figures. So what we will do is write 2.473 multiplied by 10,000. So like this. And now we have to convert this into powers. So 2.473 times 10 to the power of 4 digits, like this. 2.473 times 10 to the power of 4. So this is how we'll be doing part 1 and part 2 of part B. Part C states, on a farm there are 500 hens, correct to 10, nearest 10. In 1 year, the mean number of eggs laid per hen is 320 eggs, correct to nearest 20. Calculate the upper bound of the total number of eggs all the hens lay in a year. So the number of eggs laid per hen was 320 nearest to 20, and 500 hens, correct to nearest 10. So we have to calculate the total number. So what we will do is, instead of 10 we will add 5 into 500. So 500 plus 5 multiplied by 320 multiplied by, instead of 20 we will be using 10 plus 10, and brackets closed. And this is, we will be using the calculator. 320, instead of 320 it will be 330 times 5 of 5, that is 166 650. So 166 650 eggs that are produced as an upper bound. So 166 650 eggs. Part 2 states, another farm has 800 hens nearest to 20. Calculate a lower bound for the difference between the number of hens on the two farms. So now 800 hens and nearest to 20. So we have to calculate the lower bound for the difference between the number of hens on two farms. So this has more hens as compared to other ones. So what we will be doing is, we will use this as upper bound, which is 800 minus 10, which is 790, and for that we'll be using the upper bound. So for that we'll be using 510, not 510, 505. So because that has 500 hens in nearest to 10, so 500 plus 5, which is 505. By using the difference, 790 minus 505, that will be 285 hens. So 285 will be the final answer for part 2. Question 4, part A states calculate the area of triangle PQR. So the area formula is area is equal to 1 over 2 times base times height. So 1 over 2 times 8 times 24, that will be 96. So 96 will be the final answer. Part 2 states calculate the angle PRQ. So PRQ. So we have the adjacent and the opposite. So we will be using tangent. So costa is equal to tan inverse brackets open. Opposite is 8 divided by 24. And the answer will be 18.4 degrees. So 18.4 will be the angle of PRQ. Part B states the diagram shows a half cylinder of radius 6 cm and length 11 cm. Calculate the volume of the half cylinder. So first we will calculate the volume of the first cylinder, which is volume is equal to pi r square times height. So pi is times radius 6 square times height, which is 11, and the answer is we will write in pi, which is 396 pi. So divided by 2, which is 198 pi, and we convert the pi into decimal, which will be 622.03, but we will write in 3 significant figure that was mentioned on the first page of the exam paper. So 622 centimeter cube will be the final answer for part B. Part C states ABCD is a rectangle with AB as 20 centimeter and BC is 15 centimeter. S, X, and T are points on circle center O, such as DSA and DTC are tangent to the circle, and the radius of the circle is 4 centimeter and TX is the diameter of the circle. The shape DSXT is removed from the corner of the triangle, leaving the shaded shape shown in the second diagram. Calculate the area of the shaded shape. So first we will calculate the area of this circle, which will be area is equal to pi r squared. So pi times 4 square, which will be 16 pi. Then we will calculate the area of the rectangle, which is area of R and area of S, area of C. So area of C is area of circle and area of R is area of rectangle. So length times width. Length is 20 times 15, which is 300 centimeters squared. Then we will subtract this area from 300. So area is equal to 300 minus 16 pi. That is, if we convert it 16 pi and write that, so 300 minus 16 pi, that will be 249 centimeter square. So 249 centimeters square. And one more thing that I just didn't add is we have to remove this part also. So what we will do is we will first calculate this quarter circle and remove this small part, which is DST. So we have this square area, which is 4 times 4, 4 times 4, which is 16, and the quarter of circle is 12 by 4, which will be 4 pi. So 16 minus 4 pi is 16 minus 4 pi, which will be 3.43. So we'll deduct this from 249, which will be 3.43, which will be 249 minus 3.43, 245 or 246 as three significant figures. So 346 will be the final answer. 246 will be the final answer. For part 2, calculate the perimeter of the shaded shape. So we have to calculate the perimeter of shaded shape. So first we will calculate the perimeter of circle, which is the circumference. So C of circle is pi L or pi R, 2 pi R. So 2 pi R, which will be 2 times pi times radius, which is 4. So 8 pi. Now we have to deduct the quarter circle length, which is from S to T. So we will multiply by 3 by 4th, which will be 6 pi. Then for the rectangle, we will be using here, you can say perimeter of rectangle 2L plus 2W, which will be 2 times 20 plus 2 times 15, which will be 30 plus 40, 70. So 70 centimeter, and this is 6 pi. And we have to deduct the 4 by 4 centimeters. So we'll write 70 plus 6 pi minus 8. So this will be 70 minus 6 pi plus 6 pi and minus 8. That will be 80.85, but we have to write in three significant figures, so we will write 80.8 centimeter. So 80.8 will be the final answer for part 2. Question 5 part A states there are 160 people in a village. The cumulative frequency diagram shows the information about their ages. So here we have the cumulative frequency diagram, and part 1 states find an estimate for the median age. So we have to find the median age. So the middle line or the middle number of the cumulative frequency is between 160 is 80. So here we will draw a line, and this is the point. So we will extend this point downwards, and this shows it's between 20 and 30. So this is 25. So the median age is 25. Part B states the lower quartile. So lower quartile means lower quarter. So out of 160, the middle is 80. So we are left with 80. So the half of 80 is 40, as this is the quarter of 160. So on the graph at 140, if we draw a line at this point is the line. So we will extend this line downwards, and it's around 15, 16 and 17. So this is 17. So the lower quartile is 17 years. And for the number of people who are 50 or more years of the age, so 50 or more year of the age, so we will extend this 50 years of age like this, and it's exactly over here. Then if we extend this line like this, it's at 150. So if it at 150, this will show the remaining amount is 160 minus 150, that will be 10. So the number of people who are above 50 years is 10. And D is the 65th percentile. So the 65th percentile of 160 is, we will write 160 multiplied by 65%. So by using the calculator, we will see that 65th percent is 104. So 104 shows here 1214. This is, and below it's exactly at 30. So the age at 65th percentile is 30. So this is how we'll be doing part A of question 5. Part B states the youngest person in the village is 1 year old and the oldest 70 years old. Draw a box and whiskers plot to show the distribution of the ages in the village. So we will be drawing a correct diagram and the age distribution in the village for 1 year old and the oldest 70 years old. So what we will be doing is we will be drawing for 1 year old over here and whiskers like this. We'll draw as well like this until here till 70. So this is how we'll be drawing a box and whiskers plot to show the distribution of the ages in the village. Part B states write down the number of percentage of people in the village that are younger than the median age. So with the previous graph, younger than the median age. So if the total age is 70 and the median age is 35, so the number of people at 35 is 50. So what we will do is we will use the diagram, and on the diagram it shows 80. So if we have 80 on the diagram, so on diagram if it's 80 and total is 160, so 80 is 50% of 160, so it is 50%. So this is how we'll be doing part B. Part B states frequency table show the information about the age of each person in another village. So this is the table of frequency and age, and we have to draw a diagram. So till from 0 to 20 we have 52. So frequency density means 52 divided by 20, which is, if we do it 52 divided by 20, which will be 2.6. 52 divided by 20, that is 2.6. So over here we can see it's above half and the next point, so this is 2.6. Then from 20 to 30, sorry here, from 20 to 30 we have 37. So 37 divided by 10, which is 3.7. So 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, like this. 3.7. Then from 30 to 50 it is 24. So 24 divided by 2, 20 is 1.2. So 1.2. 30 to 50, like this. And for 50 to 80 it's 60. So 60 divided by 30 is 2. So it will be from here. 50 to 80. So like that. So this is how we'll be doing the histogram for the age and frequency using the frequency diagram, density diagram. Question 6, part A states in the square ABCD, A has the coordinates -2 and 1. So -2 and 1 for A, -2 and 1, which will be here. Then B has coordinate 1 and 5, so 1 and 5 here. C has coordinates A and B, where A and B are both positive integers. So in order to make both positive integer, the object should be a square because all sides have to be equal. And so find the coordinates of C and coordinate of B. So over here, from point A to point B, we have to move 1, 2 and 3, then 4 times up. So over here, from here we have to move to point C. So 1 and 2, here we will do like this: 1, 2 and 3, and 5 points, 4 points to the right. So it will be here, which is point C. And then if we have A and C like this and B here, so for D it will be 2 and minus 2, which will be this point. So it will be like this. Like this. So for C we have 5 and 2, and for D we have 2 and minus 2. So this is how we'll be solving part A of question 6. Question B states P has the coordinates minus 1 and 3 and Q has coordinates of 6 and 4. Find the coordinates of the midpoint. So midpoint is equal to mid of x, which is minus 1 plus 6 divided by 2, which will be 6 minus 1 is 5, 5 divided by 2 is 2.5, and for y it's 3 plus 4, 4 divided by 2, which is 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. So 2.5 is x value, midpoint, and 3.5 is midpoint of y value. Part 2 states find the length PQ. Length PQ, if we have here P and here we have Q, 6 and 4, and here minus 1 and 3. So we'll be using the Pythagoras theorem. So the length here is 4 and 3, so 1, and here from minus 1 till 6 it's 7. So 7 square plus 1 square to the square root, and that is 7.07, because we have to write in 3 significant figures. So 7.07 will be the length. Then part 3 states find the gradient of PQ. So in order to calculate the gradient, the formula for gradient is we have to use y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So y2 is 4 minus 3 divided by x2 is 6 minus 1, so 1 divided by 7, which will be the gradient. So we will write this as fraction because in decimal it will be recurring decimal. So 1 divided by 7 will be the final answer. Part 4 states find the equation of the line parallel to PQ that crosses the axis at x2. So we have to find the equation of the line parallel to PQ that crosses the x2. So first of all, the equation of the line is y is equal to mx plus c. Since the gradient is same because it's parallel, not perpendicular, so y is equal to 1 over 7x plus c. Now we have to first calculate the value of c because it's a parallel line. So we will use one of the points, which is either point Q or point P. So we will be using point Q. So we'll put the values of point Q, which is 6 as x. So 1 divided by 7 multiplied by 6 plus c is equal to 4. So c is equal to 1 divided by 7 multiplied by 6 minus 4. Here we will be doing minus c. So by moving this and by inputting the values into the calculator, 1 divided by 7 multiplied by 6 minus 4, which is minus 3.14, and here we have minus c is equal to, so the value of c is 3.14. So we will input the values. Y is equal to 1 by 7x plus 3.14, and so we will be doing 1.7 3.14, and so which will be like this. So we have 3.14, and so we will write y is equal to 1 by 7 x plus 2 over 7. So this is how we will be doing. So this will be the final answer. Y is equal to 1 by 7x plus 2 over 7. So this is the final answer for part 4. Question 7, part A states factorize fully 27y square minus 3. So first we will remove 3, so it will be like this, 9y square minus 1. Then we will factorize 9y square minus 1. So here what we will do is we will make a square box and write here 9y square. So here we will write 9y, but we have to see if this is divisible by any other number. So it is divisible by 3. So here 3y and 3y. Now here it should be 1 minus 1. So minus 1. So over here it will be minus 1. And on the other side it will also be minus, instead of minus 1 it will be plus 1, because plus 1 multiplied by minus 1 will be minus 1. So 3y minus 1 and 3y plus 1. So the answer will be 3y plus 1 and 3y minus 1. This will be the final answer, and it will be written over here. So 3y plus 1, 3y minus 1. So this will be the final answer for part 1. Part 2 states pm minus p 2m minus pk plus 2k minus pm. So over here we have pk and k, and we have here m's. So what we will do is we will use 2m with pm, or it's either, you have multiple options in this. So what we will do is we will use 2m and 2k, because 2 and 2's are same. So 2m plus 2k minus pk minus pm. Now you can see here we have two p's and here we have two 2's. So like this, m plus k minus p, k plus m. So k plus m plus k are same. So we'll write 2 minus p and k plus m. So this will be the final answer, and we will write over here 2 minus p, k plus m. So this will be the final answer. Part B states x minus 1 divided by x plus 1 minus x 6 divided by x minus 1 is equal to 1. So we have to make the base or denominator same. So we will do x plus 1 multiplied by x minus 1 over, you will write x minus 1 multiplied by x minus 1 minus 6 multiplied by x plus 1, like this. Now we will move this to the right side and write here, we will expand this. It will be x square minus x plus 1 minus 6x plus 6 is equal to, we will expand this and we will be left with x square minus x plus x minus 1. So minus x plus x is cancelled out. So here we are left with x square minus 1, and here x square and will be individual, minus x minus 6x, it's minus 8x, and plus 1 and minus 6, sorry, minus 6 plus 1 minus 6 is minus 5. So here we have like this. Then we will move x square to the right side and minus 1 to the left side. So minus 8x minus 5 plus 1 is equal to x square minus x square, cancelled out, and then minus 8x and minus 5 plus 1 is minus 4. So minus 8x minus 4 is equal to 0. So we'll move this out to the right side, which will be equal to minus 8x is equal to 4. X is equal to 4 divided by minus 8. So we are left with minus 1 divided by 2, or minus 1 over 2. So minus 1 over 2 will be the final answer for question B. Question C states, solve 4x squared minus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. You must show all the working and give your answers correct to 2 decimal places. So we will solve this and we have to calculate two values of x. So we will be using quadratic equation, which is x is equal to, here we have the equation which is b square. So we will be using the equation which is minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So here value of b is minus 3. So minus 3 plus, first we will use the value plus value, then we will use the minus value. So plus minus 3 square minus 4 times 4 multiplied by minus 2, like this, divided by 2 times a, which is 4. So by using the calculator, first with the plus value, we will get 1.18, and then with the minus value, we will be getting minus 0.43. So these are the two values. First value of x is plus 1.18, second value of x is minus 0.43. So this is how we'll be doing part C of question 7. Question D states, make k the subject of the formula. So we have to make k the subject of formula. So first we will move m to the right side. So k is equal to m, brackets open, 4 plus kp, like this. So we expand this, it will be k is equal to 4m plus kpm. Then you will move kpm to the left side. So k minus kpm is equal to 4m. Then we will exclude or make the k as subject. So k, brackets open, 1 minus PM is equal to 4M. So you write K is equal to 4M divided by 1 minus PM. So this will be the answer. 4M divided by 1 minus PM. 4M divided by 1 minus PM. So this is how we'll be doing part D of question 7. Question 8 states a tailor makes X dresses and Y shirts in 1 week. In 1 week, he makes at least 4 dresses. He makes no more than 7 shirts. He makes less than 14 dresses and shirts altogether. The number of the shirts he makes is more than 2/3 of the number of dresses. So we have to write the inequalities. So one of the inequalities that shows this information is X is greater than or equal to 4. So he makes at least 4 dresses. So that's one of the equation. Second is he makes no more than 7 shirts. So it will be Y is less than or equal to 7. Then he makes less than 14 dresses and shirts together. So X plus Y is less than or equal to, less than 14. He didn't say no more, no less than 14 or equal to 14. So X plus Y is less than 14. And for third equality, he said the number of shirts he makes is more than 2/3 of the number of dresses. So shirts is Y is greater than 2/3 of dresses, which is X. So this will be the inequality. Now for the part B, we have to draw the diagram using these 3 equations and X is greater than or equal to 4. So what we will be doing first is we will draw the X line just over here like this. X will be greater than or equal to 4. So this side will be shaded. Second is Y is less than or equal to 7. So here is the line that will be drawn, less than 7. So top side will be shaded. Then X plus Y is less than 14. So X plus Y is less than 14. So either fully 14 dresses will be made, meaning shirts, or maximum shirts that can be made is 7. So total is 14. So here is also 14 maximum amount and here is also 14. So we'll draw a straight line from both the X and Y axis, and above this will be shaded like this. Then Y is greater than 2/3 of X. Y is greater than 2/3 of X. So what we will be doing is we will be drawing a line like this, stating that if Y is 1, or if we use value of X, so if value of X is 3, so it means 2 dresses of Y will be made. So like this. If 6, it will be 4. For 9, it will be 6, and so on. So what we'll be doing is draw a straight line like this, and below this is shaded. So this area is recommended or will be the region that will be labeled as R, that satisfies the all 4 inequalities. So this is the line that is written at the end. So this is how we'll be doing part B of question 8. Part C states use your diagram to find the smallest number of dresses and the smallest number of shirts the tailor makes in 1 week. So the smallest number is of the dresses will be with the diagram is 4, and with the shirts it's 3 using the diagram. So 4 dresses and 3 shirts from the diagram. Part D states that profit of the tailor makes on the dresses is $10 and profit on one shirt is 6. Use the diagram to find the largest profit a tailor has made in 1 week. So the largest number that a tailor has made is with the y. Yes. First we write the equation which is 10x plus 6y. So 10x. So we will be using the far right on the diagram which is 9x and 6y. That's 6. So 90 plus 36, which will be like this. So the largest profit that the person can make is, or the tailor can make, is $126. So $126 is the largest profit that a tailor can make in 1 week. So this is how we'll be doing part D of question 8. Question 9 states the Venn diagram shows set x and y. List the elements of x. So R, T, E, A and L. R, T, E, A and L. Like this. Part 2 states find n, y excluding. So for part 2, excluding is n numbers. So only 2 are excluding the y. So we will write 2. Part B states in each Venn diagram shade a required region. So PUQ means PUQ means excluding the middle. So this will be the shaded one, like this. PUQ and P except NQ. So for this it means excluding P, because P comma means excluding P. So like this. So this is how we'll be doing part B of question 9. Part C states E is positive integers less than 13, A is x to x less than 9, B is x to x is even, and C is x to x is multiple of 3. So in integer it's from 1 till 12 because it's excluding 13. So A is less than 9, B is even, and C is multiple of 3. So over here what we'll be writing is multiple of, first we will do for A and B, which is x is less than 9 and x is even. So here 2, 4 and 8, because 6 is less than 9, 6 is even, and 6 is multiple of 3. So here we write 6 like this. Then for B and C, it's even and multiple of 3. So even and multiple of 3 will be 12, because less than 9 will be between A and C. So between A and C is 3, because it's multiple of 3 and less than 9. The remaining will be over here, which is for A is less than 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 5 and 7. Then over here it will be only 10 for B, because it's an even number. Here we have 12, here we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. Then here we will be having only 9, as it's only the multiple of 3. Part 1 states complete the Venn diagram. So we have already completed it. Part 2 states find n, a except u, b and c. So b and c except a. So that is 12 and 9. So what we'll be doing is we'll write b and c except a. So it will be 5. Here we have 5. So 5 will be the final answer for part 2. Question 10 states find f minus 3. So equation of f is x minus 4. So minus 3 minus 4 is minus 7. So minus 7 will be the answer for part A. Part 2 states g inverse x. So first we have to inverse the g equation. So y is equal to 2x plus 5 is the original equation. We have to inverse this. So x is equal to 2y plus 5. We have to make y the subject. So x minus 5 is equal to 2y. Y is equal to x minus 5 divided by 2. Now we will input the value. So value we don't have any values, so we will keep this as it is. So the equation will be x minus 5 divided by 2. Part 3 states fx multiplied by gx multiplied by fx. So first we will multiply fx with gx, then with fx. So x minus 4 multiplied by 2x plus 5. So 2x square plus 5x minus 2 4 8x minus 20. This will be 2x square. 5 minus 8 is minus 3x minus 20. Then multiply by again f, which is x minus 4. So 2x square minus x is 2x cube minus 3x times x is 3x square minus 20x. Then minus 4 times 2x is, here we will be doing minus 2 and 4 is minus 8x square. Then minus minus is plus, plus 3x, not 3, 12, sorry, 12x and plus 80. So we have to add this all together. So we have 2x cube, then we have 3x square minus 3x square minus 8x square. So minus 11x square minus 20x plus 13 is minus 7x, and then not 13 is 12, sorry. So 8x and plus 80. So we have 2x cube minus 11x square minus 8x plus 80. So this will be the final answer. Last question is find x when hx is equal to g brackets open f2. So first we will do the f2, then we will do the answer of f2 with g, then we will calculate the value of hx or the value of x. So f is x minus 4. So 2 minus 4 is minus 2. This will be answer for f. Then we will use this answer for g. So g equation is 2x plus 5. So 2 brackets open minus 2 plus 5. 2 2s are 4 minus 4 plus 5 is 1. Now we have the value of g, which is 1. Now we will use it with hx, and the value of 3x is equal to 1. So in order to get the value of 1, we will use the number 0 for x. So 3 to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So the value of x is 0. So 0 will be the final answer for question 10 part B. So guys, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like this video and share it with your friends. And if any question regarding any question in this past paper or any other past paper, comment down in the video and I will help you out. See you in the next video. Bye.